Right. All right. On air.
Studio time.
You know what you should
real
do?
Serious.
You know what you should do?
No, nobody knows.
No? I'm Gizz Lazlo.
I'm just Paul.
Here we are, episode 24.
24.
Episode 24, man. Can't believe it. Season 3, 24 shows.
I can't believe you quit already.
Huh?
What?
Why don't I quit?
What?
I do. I quit every Monday.
Right when you're done.
This show's like the mafia. It just brings you back in.
No.
Well, before we get started here, I just want to start off with a couple of things. Just want to say goodbye to Jennifer Finch.
Yeah.
She passed away on Saturday. She was a good friend to a lot of people. I was honored and blessed enough to play drums for the Shocker for a little bit, and just really heartbroken that she left us so soon, especially since that GoFundMe we promoted last week. I thought was the first stage of helping her out, and unfortunately we lost her, but she's a really good friend. I just want to say that may she rest in peace, and along with that, on I think it was Saturday night, I was sitting at my desk and I started listening to some music. Obviously I started off with L7, and I was just switched over to my calendar, trying to see who was coming in, make sure we were having our guest today, and listening to music. And I looked at my calendar and realized that it was Jeff's anniversary.
Yeah.
He passed away 6 years ago, and he was my drummer in Dead Lazlo's place, and such a cool guy, and Squinky was what we used to call him. So many stories with him, but just wanted to say goodbye to him again, and that we still think about him, and he was a great guy, and I miss him. Just an amazing drummer. And in that too, I think it was yesterday, you and I celebrated 3 years of knowing each other, and the guy that brought us together is actually here tonight. That's our first picture.
Totally. Oh my God.
We took that night. Look at you with your
I was a little chubby.
Your 80s haircut.
I just let it grow because I was doing
You look
something.
like you used to play in Poison.
I might have been in some place with a bracelet or something on my ankle for a little while.
Was that right then?
Yeah, I was up there like the day after I got back.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's mbop.
But dude, that day changed our lives right there.
I know.
We talked for a couple hours that night, and
Pissed off James a bunch.
Yeah.
No,
that was at your house.
that was at your house. Remember, I got blackout and stuff. Woke up on your couch, like, what the fuck?
You and your show, and I go, you need to talk to Paul about the show. I remember you guys had a conversation and having played the show.
I mean, you're in the picture is your house.
The first time I met him, when you introduced us,
right,
was at your house right before rehearsal.
But I
So,
remember that night I talked about
yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
But that night we were talking, and just in our conversations of getting to know each other, we were talking about bands, and we were already jumping into rabbit holes of like, oh yeah, well that band, started that band. I remember when I realized, okay, this guy knows his shit, was when we were talking about Propaganda, and you brought up the Weaker Thans, and I was just like, fuck, that's something I did not know.
Yeah,
that those bands had anything to do with each other, and I was like, that's.
I still want to go to Winnipeg. I can't even go to Canada, but I want to go to Winnipeg. It's like the coldest place on earth.
I'm Mexican. I can get us in there. I got here,
but you can't ice skate. You have to ice skate into Canada. No. Yeah. And then we're gonna jump it.
I don't jump fences. I go under them.
Yeah, hedgehog boy.
I'll dig a ditch. In high school, that's how I used to get out.
I'll tell you how.
All my friends used to jump the fence, and I went there one night on a Friday night, and I dug under the fucking fence because we had a little hill, and it didn't take very long, but I fucking dug. So on Monday, I was fucking taking off, and school security started chasing me, and I just went right under the fucking fence, dude.
It's a hedgehog.
I got out. My aunt used to live right across the street from the school, and I fucking ran into her yard. And I was like, what? Come on the property. Come on, homie. Shit.
Can't get me now.
Yeah. I'm home.
Jesus.
But yeah, so how have you been? How's your week?
I'm exhausted, man. We pulled a couple 30-hour days with like a 2-hour turnaround.
30-hour days, dude. It's only 24.
Yeah, you think so?
Man,
There's no. We had time for a siesta, and that was it.
what
Like,
planet are you on?
Yeah,
Uranus.
I am in Uranus all the time. No, we would work right around 30 hours, go take a 2-hour nap, come back, finish it off, and there were some things, but we got through it. Descanso Gardens is awesome. I have a meeting in a couple weeks with them for their holiday stuff. Some more fabrication. I don't know how my week was. I'm fucking exhausted. I ordered tacos from East Los Tacos. Fucking bomb, dude. I don't know if anybody here's had them. They are the shit.
Where's that?
In East Los. Over on, I think, probably Whittier.
Oh, East Los. That what you said?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, their tortillas are perfect. They're fucking perfect.
That's what makes the tacos.
Yeah, these are just like soft and nice. They're delicate. Like they're not. There's no crispy edges, and you're not gonna cut your mouth on them. They're fucking super good. That'd be a great sponsorship. Nobody cares.
Fuck, Twisted Tea would be a good sponsorship too. Yeah.
Well, Sparklets is doing it for me right now.
Sparklets. Pure leaf and squirt.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a date I would never went on.
You did not. How's your week?
Actually very creative. I wrote and recorded 3 songs this week. Demos for Foreclosure. Out of the 3, I got really good feedback on 1. And then the whole typical maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that. And fucking like, man, sucking the air out of my testicle.
There's Aaron, you have a bigger problem. I'm just saying, like,
but you know, being creative actually, it was a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote a new song. The theme I took from the title because you know when my band or my collaborator Lewis, when he sends me songs, I have him title a song. You know, I have the liberty to change it, but at least I have a starting point. And if you're dealing with a bunch of tracks, like songs that people send you, when you have song number 1, song 15, you're like, what the fuck, and when you're talking to the person who wrote it, that one song you wrote, like song 35, but if you have a title for it, you can go, they go, oh yeah, okay, I remember that song, and it's easier to deal with. But sometimes they get, inspired by a title, and this one really inspired a sci-fi type of love song, and heartbreak song. So a lot of the words, like, were not movie based, but you've heard astronauts, talk about NASA, shit like that.
Or NASA?
NASA.
Okay.
NASA.
NASA.
Not Masa.
No,
Masa,
yeah.
like a
NASA.
tamale.
Nassau is a place in Florida.
But yeah, it was a very creative week, and when I get home, I got 2 songs in the bucket ready to go that I want to work on. So hopefully, by 3 a.m, I should be.
Oh yeah.
Have some more stuff that I can.
Spain won the World Cup, so we're having a little Spanish beer tonight.
Oh, right.
Some Estrella Damm lager. Yeah. Fuck Argentina.
All
I
right.
don't know if there's any ice left. Anyways, what are we doing this week?
This week we have a special guest.
Don Nuts.
You ever been to the Viper Room?
Yeah. The diaper room?
Probably about 4 or 5 years ago. My German band, Bad Advice, we got the chance to open up for Luicidal. And, as Louis is a really dear friend of mine.
Witty motherfucker.
And that night, I, got to meet, Mando, and we hit it off, and we talked a little bit, and, had a great conversation. After we had Louis in, I was like, fuck, I want to have him on, because I one of the things that I remember we talked about that night, when we talked about it earlier today, is that, what I love about Mando is that I kind of feel like we have a connection, because he and I have been lucky to be in a band that's, historic, that's a legendary band. How does that happen to us, and, to be blessed like that, to, he gets to sing for the fucking, for Luicidal, dude, that's a badass thing. So let's get him in.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Mando Ochoa.
Mando Ochoa. 11 Mondos.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Come on in.
Bud,
Come on.
good
Come
to be
on,
here.
man.
All right.
Let's see if you got the same sharp wit as Louis does. That guy. He fucking Jesus.
Oh, he's a gas.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
He is.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 A non-alcoholic cheers.
The Gizz Lazlo podcast. All right.
Yeah, it's my podcast. See, he knows better.
You can't even spell podcast. Again.
Yeah, I can. POPHOD.
OD.
We're Chicanos, man. You know, we barely passed third grade, right?
All
Long and hard. It was
Dude.
long and hard.
Oh, man.
Like seriously, the only diploma I ever got was fucking kindergarten.
I
never graduated from
lost
junior
that in the
high.
house fire.
Never graduated
Yeah,
from high
man.
school.
Oh, man.
I've been doing
Sixth
this.
grade.
for
Well,
40
sixth grade.
Yeah, sixth grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not bad.
Did you were born and raised in Venice?
No, actually,
Oh.
Riverside.
Oh,
Riverside,
whoa.
California. Inland Empire.
Okay,
Yeah,
IE.
but did a lot of growing up in Venice.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. That's a long fucking drive, dude.
Yeah. I live back and forth, you know.
Okay.
So I kind of live in Riverside and I stay in on the weekends in Venice.
Right on.
With my chick out there and stuff. And so
Right
very
on.
cool.
I mean, Venice is much different than it was in the 80s when we were kids.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you don't get stabbed as much anymore.
No.
There's,
It was a lot rougher back then.
oh my God, yeah. Now it's all arty and shit.
yeah,
It's
it's
kind of
all
gross.
it's
I,
too
I,
bougie.
I was lucky because Joe Ramici, I met him in
Oh,
1990
man, cool dude.
and
Yeah.
89, 90.
Oh, yeah.
And
Rest in
he-
peace, man.
He lived in Venice, so I got to hang out there and we go, restaurant or go to the liquor store, whatever, just go hang out with people.
Right.
That's how I got to meet, all you guys, like Mike and
Yeah,
fucking Louis and,
absolutely.
dude, it's just to hang out with the Venice crew,
It's an honor, man. Those guys set like a legendary, status, just for punk rock.
Yeah,
thrash,
Oh, yeah.
I remember being in
Right.
junior high and,
skating.
Suicidal was the first band that I ever knew of that was all Latino, so
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
got inspired, like oh, man,
Kind
there's
of drew you
yeah,
to
like
them a little
those
more.
are my people too.
Right.
We have our own little scene now, and
That's what kind of did for me
Yeah.
as well.
dude, you got to like play with them. You get to
Yeah.
play with them and tour with them. Like
Dude, it's been badass, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
You know?
I mean, what a whirlwind thing. And how did you wind up in Luicidal?
Well, playing with Sixth Sense since '93,
Okay.
which, pretty similar. It's
Mhm.
that Venice style punk rock
Mhm.
thrash band, hardcore style. And we just kept playing and touring and stuff. We did some rad tours, and we're still active right now.
Oh, right on.
But I think it was around 2012. Louis came to one of our shows, Redondo Beach. We were playing with Beowulf and Neighborhood Watch, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And he was looking for somebody to do this Luicidal thing, and I didn't know much about it, what he was thinking about doing, and but I guess he hit up a local friend from Venice, Milkbone Jensen,
oh, okay.
Mike Milkbone.
Yeah,
He used to
yeah.
play in Beowulf, Creeper.
Yeah.
So he hit up him and said, "Hey, I'm looking for this singer, for this Luicidal project and stuff like that. So, who do you recommend? Who do you think might fit that? And so he said, "Hey, well, check out Mando. They're playing. Sixth Sense is playing in Redondo Beach at the Veterans Hall or something like that." And so he did. It's like it was a trip because like, oh shit, Louis here at the show. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's pretty
right.
bad, right? Even my guitar player was like, "Oh, dude, fucking Louis Mark was here, dude." It was hilarious. But so he hits me up with this business proposition. He didn't really specifically say what he was going to do or whatever, but he said, "Hey, I'll hit you up in a couple weeks, we'll talk about some stuff. I got this business deal, lined up." And I'm thinking, okay, cool. Yeah, we're ready, man. Success is ready,
Oh, yeah.
punk rock. So I'm getting off this plane at LAX one night, and I get this call, Louis, oh shoot, it's Louis. So then he hits me up, finally lets me know like what's happening, what's going on, with the whole situation and stuff. And I was like, dude, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in, man. I'm like, well, let me talk to people first and see if I'm available and I can work this out, So yeah, man, I was totally on board with it, as far as doing that. But it wasn't my gig right off the back. He was like, well, we got a couple singers that are gonna audition and stuff like that, and so we have an audition for you. So
How long ago was that?
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So it was this many years ago.
That's what, like,
this many years ago.
right? It's been a long time. But yeah, man. So I had to go down there and just.
Did you already know the songs from
Of
being
course,
a fan?
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. Especially like Warm Inside My Head,
Yeah.
Sorry Mommy, and Pleasure's Allegiance, all the hits, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta ask you this question because this has always been amazing to me because I actually got to ask Louis this when we did our interview. When you did Institutionalized, when it comes to the chorus, did you already know that it was institution or did you say institutionalized?
I would say Institution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've growing up, man, it's like a Mandela effect almost because
Yeah.
I always thought institutionalized
Right.
because the song's called Institutionalized.
Right.
So, and then I remember I was hanging out with Joey and Luigi one night in
Mhm.
Hollywood. It was a club next door to the Whiskey.
The cat club.
Yeah. And we were hanging out. We were in back, and we were smoking in that alleyway.
Mhm.
And fucking Joey goes, dude, because Ice-T had done that cover.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you could clearly hear him go, institution. And I thought, this motherfucker fucked up the lyrics to your song. And Louis goes, dude, no,
Those
that's
are
what the
the
lyrics.
lyrics.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And that night I went home and I listened to it and hearing Mike sing, and I was like, holy shit.
Right.
Like,
I think that was Louis' part actually.
Mm.
When
And
that part would come in, Institution. I think that was Louis actually.
Oh,
doing
fuck,
that
see
part.
that?
Yeah.
but just to hear it.
I mean,
that
the
way.
whole generation that thought it was institutionalized.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we all thought that.
I mean, even when you doing it now, it just sounds weird when you institution, institutionalized.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, that one extra syllable maybe. I don't know,
man.
but
And that song is like, to sing it is it's very difficult, man. You gotta nail that one. It's
you're
gotta be
scatting in it pretty much.
it's
Yeah.
gotta be
Yeah.
precise,
Yeah.
And then when the drums come in and everything, it's just like it's gotta be almost perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that song, I think that's what kind of sold me into the band is what the guitar player at the time told me. He's like, dude, we could never get anybody to nail that one.
Yeah.
He's like, you came in and just nailed it. And I was
Perfect.
like, right on, man.
That-
Right on. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's got to make you feel
we
great.
get that
It is
part
that
out
one.
of it. Let's go back to more of the beginning. Did you play an instrument first, or did you start singing?
Did I what?
Did you play an instrument first, or did you?
Oh
just
yeah,
start singing?
of course, man. Guitar.
Okay.
Since I was like 13, started playing guitar and
Right. Did you take lessons or just by ear?
by ear. I had a couple people down the street. Some heavy metal dudes. I used to go down there and hang out with them, and Ron Sanchez and a couple guys, and they would teach me how to play, metal riffs
Yeah.
and punk riffs, leads, stuff
Right
like
on.
that. I didn't know how to do all that. I just was kind of a ballad acoustic guitar player.
Yeah.
And then
A lot of Richie Valens.
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little
Oh,
of course, man.
Beaners!
Beaners. We'll kick you in the
The
face.
face.
Dun, dun.
that's how you got the gig. That was lying.
So
I
what
can
did
totally see fucking Louis saying, "Hey, if you know Beaners, then you're
Oh
in the band."
man.
Oh, yeah.
We improvise a lot of Cheech and Chong,
How can you not?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's like the funniest goddamn thing there ever
Oh
was.
man, come on. That's like American history.
Yeah.
That is California, period.
Right. California, Southern California.
American history, Ekis.
McDonald,
Ekis, go
Those
Ekis.
Ekis.
right?
Co-signer.
Cheech Marine. He actually has a museum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Riverside.
I heard about
Riverside,
that.
Chicano
Yeah,
Art
yeah.
Museum. Yeah,
Chicano
I
Art
really
Museum.
want to go.
I don't think you can get in.
That,
Yeah, no, man.
yeah.
nah.
I'm honorary, Holmes.
He's cool.
Ooh, man, you're too white.
Oh, no, I am pretty fucking white. So what did you do with that? Like you took a guitar and singing. Like how did you get what did you go with it?
Well, I went back and forth with it, because like I would write some riffs for the 6 Sense, music and stuff, and then I thought, what, I'm just gonna sing, man, So then had a couple guitar players and stuff, and then down the road, one would quit or whatever. So you know what, man, I'm just gonna go back playing guitar, So it was kind of a back and forth transition.
Mm-hmm.
And then when our last guitar player left, I was just like, I'm sticking to it. I'm totally feeling it, and I just feel more involved with the music too, man.
Yeah.
Just kinda,
That's the. I that's one thing that makes me jealous is I wish I played guitar when
You mean,
COVID
musicians,
started.
like real musicians.
Shut the fuck up! I'm a drummer. I'm a drummer.
That's just percussion.
But during COVID when the lockdown started, I Schecter guitars. I know one of the guys or a lot of the guys that work there, even the owner, and I got a guitar.
Mhm.
And I when I play air guitar, I play lefty, so I got a left-handed guitar because I was like, dude, this feels natural,
Yeah.
you know. And I spent a month trying to learn how to play guitar. And back then, I was probably my late 40s. And
Just
dude,
couldn't
I
do it.
know, like, dude, I'm old. Like, I can't. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know?
Right, well-
Like even drumming, I can't learn how to actually play drums. I played the way I learned how to play with my
You
wrist.
can, but it's a really careful kind of lesson. Like you really got to pull somebody through with a lot more information than you would like a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Well,
I
but
mean, we're
even-
always at a learning curve as far as being a musician.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like you're never going to stop learning, but you just don't want to stay stagnant. You want to
Mhm.
keep
Yeah.
you want to keep going forward. With your art.
Nah.
I mean,
I'm good enough.
Well, there's plateaus with guitar. Like you're like,
Absolutely,
I got to
man.
here, and then I got to here, and you
Kinda
stay
stay
there just
there.
long enough to go, what the fuck else is there? And then you got to search for it. You got to figure it out.
yeah.
Read a book or ask a friend. Like there's a lot.
But that was like the beauty of punk rock, like in the 80s, where like 70s punk, was very simplistic, just the bar chords.
True.
And then like 82, when a lot of the punk bands, especially like the English punk bands,
Yeah.
they kind of went to that crossover stage where they're, more of those metal chunk. And then, obviously they've been playing guitar for like 10 years. They know how to play the guitar solo now.
Right.
And, they started shredding and
They get a
It
better
changed.
education in
It-
music there than we do here.
like look at Suicidal,
Yeah.
from the first album to, join the army,
Yeah.
and then
totally
going
different,
into, Pull Out
Venice.
Tomorrow. Like, dude, like the change,
keeps transitioning.
Yeah. like,
Bad
evolving,
Religion.
yeah.
Bad Religion's a great example of like they learned, and you can hear them learning along the way.
Bad Religion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but their like style
Religion's awesome.
really never really changed. I mean,
The style didn't change, but it got more
they've written the same
complex.
album 18 times.
Well, yeah, but it got more complex. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing with punk rock. People don't understand how difficult it actually is to play. I mean, fucking Misfits is like not easy to play.
You need
No.
more ice, brother?
No.
You want more ice? Or you got more ice?
There's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. But sometimes, I think it loses its old school creativity when you started getting like it sucks to say, but you start getting these better drummers and stuff like that. And
Why did you look at me when you said that?
Because you're not a better drummer.
no, well, I think it sounds cool when you got the old school punk rock drummer.
Yeah.
When you're playing punk rock, it's like it just fits, right? You don't want to get like too much metal drumming into
Yeah.
punk rock.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, man.
That's interesting you say that, because the first 4 or 5 GBH records when they had Wilf, those were amazing records, and that's what like kind of got me into my style of punk rock.
One, two.
And they're raw. Fucking
but then
GBH,
Midnight Madness and Beyond record came out, and they had Kai, a German drummer, come in, and that guy was more of a metal drummer, and just the energy, the change in that band, it made him more of a metal band,
right, right.
which like you listen to those OG GBH songs with him on drums, it was like wow. And the same thing with Bad Religion too, when they had Pete,
I feel
and
the
then
same way with that.
Bobby came in and just changed
it pulls the dynamic in a different
yeah,
direction.
there you go, the dynamic, definitely.
I mean, yeah,
You
Not to
white
talk-
man.
crap, but yeah, it happens. It loses that old school edge,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, but again, it transforms that band into like
A bigger band.
yeah, and
It's more marketable.
True. Yeah, and then they're on the radio and
Yeah,
all that.
and I mean that ultimately, and I love people like I only want to play for the music. Yeah, but if a record company came along and said, "Here's $1 million," they're not gonna say no.
Dude, come on now.
Yeah, like
I have that ethic about me.
I like money.
I mean, it's not everything, but it's
It's a lot of something.
good to have, I
Yeah,
mean,
money
can't
can
live without
definitely
it,
buy a
so.
little bit of happiness,
Yeah.
because stability is happiness.
Buy a new lowrider and
There you go.
true spoke rims,
And we were both wrong.
As long as they get
49.
a pack of cigarettes and a 6-pack, I'm okay. That's what I played with for most of my life.
guitars,
Yeah.
couple new amps. Yeah, you could live good.
Yeah.
And that, I think, when Nirvana came out, and they got the Smells Like Teen Spirit came out, or Nevermind came out, like, which brought us punks into the mainstream. That's when
Sure.
it started being marketable, and
They opened the door.
yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
I mean, look how much it's changed. Here we are, what, 30 years later now?
I can't remember anymore, dude. Like,
Mhm.
I graduated high school in 92, and that's 34,
34 years
36.
ago. Well,
I don't even know.
that's probably when that. Well, 90.
I can't even do
Yeah,
the math.
92
That's how
was
good
when
I
I
was in
came
high
in.
school.
Like look how far punk rock's come. And
Well,
we got our fucking
And
museum now.
Since the
You know?
70s, right?
There's
Yeah,
two
74,
museums.
75 is
Yeah.
when the original punk bands started playing out, and
Right.
that year keeps creeping back. I like there's a guy that's a record collector I went to high school, John Miner, and he's like that year keeps creeping back. 74, 73, 72, 68. I'm like, fuck off. Like that term hadn't been thrown about just yet.
Like I just was on tour in Ohio a couple weeks ago, and some guy, drummer, filled in for Luicidal. He threw on some Death.
Oh, yeah.
Some old school Death. Like, oh, cool, man. I was like, yeah, I heard about these dudes. I just never really had listened to them, but it was really cool. Then to know that those dudes have been around for a long time.
Yeah, man.
right?
Detroit punk rock, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what year that was done originally.
You could tell that they totally influenced, Bad Brains.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, oh,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
HR and those guys,
Are
It's
you
pretty rad.
talking about a band called Death?
Death.
Yeah. There were black
Three
guys.
three
Yeah.
black dudes.
Yeah.
You can say black guys. It's
Yeah,
totally
it's all
okay.
good.
Yeah, well, can
Three
you
black punk rockers.
I'm Mexican, kind of, African American, black,
I'm brown. I'm brown and down.
I'm fucking pinkish.
Pink.
Yeah. So you go. What was your first real serious band after that kind of started? You're playing and singing. Like the first band, you almost the first thing you kind of got to a point where we're gonna record this shit.
I think, dude, it's kind of like Tramps, Manic, like Gabby and all that,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
Gabby was such a
I think Tramps were like back in '92. Tramps and Suey were like my favorite bands at the time, And then I started Sixth Sense in '93, and then I got hit up by a local promoter from the area, and he's like, "Hey, dude, some band dropped out. I think it was Old Nick." So yeah, like remember Old Nick?
Yeah.
Old Nick dropped out, and we're gonna need a filler. You guys down? I'm like, yeah, dude, absolutely, man. And we only had like 6 songs or whatever. So we Sixth Sense pulls up, man. We opened up the night for the Tramps, and
Did you guys call yourself 6 Songs?
no, we actually had our name, at the time. But yeah, we were just playing like backyards and stuff. Yeah, we didn't really have a club appearance. So that was our first official club appearance. It was with the Tramps and
What club was it?
and a local band called Still Dreadful at the time. And what was that?
What club was
It
it?
was called Pietrozello's. It was like in Colton.
Wow.
Um,
That does not ring a bell. Colton though. Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't heard about Colton in about 1,000 years.
right. It was way out there. But yeah, it was cool. It like set the tone for me and Sixth Sense. So we just kept going and doing our thing. And I think they opened up for Suicidal at the Santa Monica Civic like 6 months later. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to go see this band. Tramps and Suey are my favorite bands, So I go to Santa Monica Civic and I go check that out. And I felt like instantaneously like part of something, part of the scene. Like, oh, dude, I just opened up for these dudes. And here I am. And there they are opening up Suey. And I just felt like part of it, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. That again, talking about where we come from is that what's what I love about punk rock is that the bands that I went to go see as a kid, later in life, as a young adult, I got to play with these bands and share the stage with these bands and become friends. Like Gabby, the first time I ever met Gabby, it was like we'd been friends forever because we had the same type of sense of humor.
Yeah.
Same thing with Louie, if somebody had a sense of humor, and a lot of punks do have a sense of humor.
It's a funny fucking sport.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like
Makes everything just fun.
and they're so personable. They're not rock stars. Like I've always said, there's no such thing as a punk rock star.
No.
If you meet a punk rock star, then that's not a punk rock.
No.
And that's what I respect about our scene is that, like I met Gabby once, and then the next time I saw him, it wasn't a handshake, it was a hug. Hey, what's up, homie? It's like
Cool.
same thing with you.
Like,
Like, I met you, I shook your hand. By the end of the night, I gave you a hug when we said goodbye.
He's trying to kiss you too.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was a Mexican kiss.
Yeah. Friendships.
We've been to Europe. but again, like knowing Gabby and going to see the Tramps and ex-members,
Uh-huh.
like we got to
killer.
play with them in San Bernardino, at the San Bernardino Arena.
Did you
Or
really?
some
man.
event.
man.
Like Strung Out, Jughead, all these bands, all day festival. And we showed up, and Gabby was in the parking lot, and we parked right next. Our van parked right next to the ex-members van, and they had a fucking ice chest full of beer. Ours was like big as this table,
Yeah.
our ice chest full of Budweiser. and Gabby did one of those like Cheech moves, like danced right over, like, hey, you guys are cool and bigger than ours. Like, what do you got?
Man.
And just
He was a gas, right?
oh, dude,
man.
every time I hung out with that guy, I would be crying because he was so
Literally, yeah,
funny. He
yeah.
was just so
like one of
funny.
the funniest dudes in the room, and anywhere
Yeah,
he went.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And again, that's what I loved about Louis and fucking and Gabby. It's like I love having a sense of humor. I love making
Yeah.
people laugh. And if you can make those guys laugh,
Yeah.
then they're like, all right, come on,
Yeah.
keep it
Come on
going,
in,
keep
kid.
it
I
going.
know,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I mean, outwardly we look so, intimidating-ish. But once you're in, you're like, oh, these guys are just a bunch of big softies. Like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man. Just normal
Sure.
people,
Yeah. We just don't want to fit in with you bunch of assholes.
My favorite Louis
Oh,
story.
God damn it.
Did you ever hear this story about him? We
No.
were sitting on Luigi's couch in Venice,
Holding hands.
and we're doing our interview, and like right 3/4 of the way into the interview, he asked Luigi a question. Luigi looked over and goes, "God damn, your breath stinks. You got a mint?" And we were drinking a lot of whiskey that night.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
In
And-
life.
Louis pretty blunt like that.
Oh,
you know?
dude.
He's
I
funny,
started
man. He's got a quick wit. I love that dude.
Yeah.
We had fun.
Oh,
I get off tour and I'm just like, dude, like,
just died. Just
yeah,
killing-
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I mean, man, he just makes me laugh the whole time, bro. Yeah, it's good times.
And just the way he, like, every time he says something funny, he just uses those eyes, like
Those Danny DeVito eyes.
yeah.
Oh my
You know,
god.
it's like, oh.
Manic DeVito. Manic's getting a lot of attention right now too. I put him on the other day for the guys in the shop, and they didn't know him. They're like, "Who is this? What the fuck?" I'm like, "What?"
Manic is Manic?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was blown away. I'm like, these guys all like grew up in Long Beach. I'm like, you've never heard this before?
Maddie's badass, man.
Dude,
yeah.
amazing.
Well, that Gabby, I mean, he
Yeah,
started that, right? Yeah.
And the thing that I loved was after Gabby passed away, and their first album with Ephraim being the lead singer
Right.
was Back in Brown instead of
Right.
Back in Black.
Back in Brown.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I didn't get it for the first week, and then I was listening to the record, and I finally looked at it, I'm like, Brown.
Like
in
Back in
Black.
Black.
Dude, that's fucking brilliant. Because they are, a fucking theatrical parody band,
Yeah, right.
and just when it finally hit me, I was like, dude, that's fucking absolutely brilliant. I've been friends with Ephraim for
Oh, such a cool
you know,
dude, man. Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. I was just talking to him like about a month ago.
Mm.
We Six Sense, Manic, and El Nada. We
Mm.
played a show.
Oh,
together.
Nada's amazing, dude. I love those guys.
Mm. Pat,
There's,
was
uh,
Pat,
yeah.
yeah.
What's
We
the other
interviewed
one?
him.
Fucking something. It'll come to me. Keep talking.
Anyway, yeah. So Ephraim
Pinata protest.
and I were just chopping it up, chewing the fat, man. Just
I-
going through old times, talking about old shows and stuff. It was cool,
in
pretty cool.
2015, I was playing drums for Bad Advice, and we were touring in Europe. And in one of our stops after the show, we went to some bar, and I sat down, and I'm looking at the bartender. I can't remember his name, like something like Carmine, but he was a German Italian dude, and he had a tattoo in his arm. So I just went up to him and I was like, that fucking Death by Stereo? Tattoo? He goes, dude, one of my favorite bands. I go, really?
Wow.
So I got on Facebook, FaceTime,
Uh-huh.
and I called Ephraim and I go, hey, I'm sitting in a bar in fucking Germany right now. And Ephraim's like, yeah, well, I'm laying in my fucking bed, you know. What do you want? And I'm all, dude, check this out. And I fucking, he lifts up his shirt. He's like, oh, dude, thank you for waking me up, dude. That's like, you know, when you see somebody having your band tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Like I've met one guy who had a Dead Lazlo's place tattoo, and I was like, dude, that's fucking cool.
That's cool, right?
When somebody has your band,
Yeah.
and then I've met hundreds of people with UK subs tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, "You were in the UK subs?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got my UK subs tattoo."
Everyone's got the black flag one.
Yeah.
know, right?
Not getting that one.
Fucking
I've seen some RKL ones too.
Joey, he had his black flag bars.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, are you gonna get your black flag one with the rainbow?"
Black
You
flag.
should have.
Remember there was a band at the time.
He was in it.
Oh, he was in that band.
Yeah, he dressed like Dorothy.
Trip out, man.
You ever
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the pictures? He's
No.
dressed the Dorothy dress, the blue dress.
Oh my god.
He had a red Converse that he bedazzled,
No way.
and
That
then
was
he
him?
wore the wig
That
with
was
the,
him?
the, the
Dude,
I didn't
ponytail.
know that was him.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
the hell?
How the fuck did you?
That's a big man.
That's a big man to
There's
be
a
wearing
lot
a
of
big
North
dress. But yeah, he was a
That's
guitar player.
hilarious.
I think the original guitar player was Jaime Pina from Chemical People.
Mhm.
Okay.
He was, because I toured with Dr. Now, and we played a bunch of shows in Texas with them. And then on the second round of shows that we were playing, Joey was in the band. And
Okay.
just to see Joey night after night in a fucking dress, being in the dressing room, 'cause, you know, I've been friends with him for fucking ever.
Oh,
And
man.
you know, he shows up and Joey dressed like I do in shorts and a t-shirt, and then he's like, I gotta change, and he can't change in front of anybody. He's got to go
You didn't say
into
right.
a bathroom.
Change.
You
Yeah.
know, he's got to be covered
Right.
because he can't take his shirt off in front of anybody.
No.
I actually, that's a funny story. I went to Joey's house one time. We were in a
We're
band
interviewing
together.
Mando though.
This is a Joey story, asshole. So I go to Joey's house, and he had a pool, and his wife lets me in. She goes, "Oh yeah, he's in the pool." And I go, "Hey, what's up, Jody?" He's like, "Hey man, go back inside." He had to cover his little
Oh
nipples.
my goodness.
Oh.
Jeez.
See, that was worth it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You told it. Yeah. Well,
Nipple sores.
oh my god.
So when you, what was your first show with Luicidal? Do you remember that club?
The first show we did, it was I think Ventura. It was like some Chinese restaurant or something like that.
Hong Kong, something like that.
Yeah, some out there in Ventura. Remember
Really?
that place?
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
it, man?
It was good. They
Yeah.
they hooked us up food. So I was like, oh yeah, this is
Okay.
great. You know, it was a really introduction show. It's
Mm.
like, wow, you know, this is how it is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get food and paid,
Yeah.
you know.
Paid what?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm doing it wrong.
All these years of punk rock, and you know, you don't
Yeah.
get paid, and finally, you know, you get in a band that actually makes money, and it's like, oh, wow, okay, cool.
Dude, I you know, like I said, the three bands that are major bands have been in Dr. Now, the Freeze and UK Subs. Like, you know, when you get paid at the end of the night, and it's not just a dollar bill, you know, you're you're just like, whoa, my hand's full. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't even fit in my paper clip, my cash clip, man. Like, whoa, this is
You have a
kind
money
of
clip?
cool.
Man.
Money clip, whatever. No, no Vans wallet.
Oh my
Checker
god.
bands.
When you gotta look through it like this. I got a 5 in there. But I can't even imagine. Like I've gotten to play drums for some fucking, you know, really cool bands, but to be the singer for, like, you know, what is, you know, in all intents and purposes, like, it's a fucking legendary band.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
I
like,
mean, that's suicidal right there.
Yeah,
you know?
Basically, yeah.
It's a trip, man.
Yeah.
You know, playing with those guys. It's a greatest feeling ever. You know, it gives me chills. Like I'll be on stage with them, and I'll just have like chills all the time. My fucking hair is standing up. Still
Wow.
to this day, you know. Especially you know, Clark got in the transition. Rocky George got
dude,
in
that
Yeah.
dude, having
It's like,
Mike
oh, man.
and Rocky, like, you know, you're sandwiching between those two guys, like,
there. Dude.
just shredding. And you're a guitar player. You're
Dude, Rocky's a
like,
oh,
So yeah, I kind of know where they're at, you know, especially with the rhythm. You know,
Mhm.
being a guitar player, and I know a lot of those songs too.
Mhm.
How I Laugh, and
Mhm.
Subliminal, and all that. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing feeling. And then I'll be kind of fanning out on Rocky sometimes on stage, and I'll forget what I'm doing. because I'm like watching him doing those signature notes
Uh-huh.
because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And people want to hear
You want to
that.
hear that? Yeah.
They don't want to. I mean, I hate to say it, but they don't want to go to see Suicidal
I don't even
And
know
then-
who is in Suicidal
and
half of the
then
time.
hear some made up solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
it's like, it doesn't sound right?
Mm.
So when you go to see Luicidal, you hear the real deal.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
The actual real deal, because everybody in the band was in Suicidal.
yeah,
And if I'm not mistaken, they were all in the band at one point together.
absolutely.
Like fuck.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
RJ. RJ's the only guy, and I've never admitted this, but I'm going to say it now. RJ's the only guy I've ever been intimidated by because he doesn't laugh very much, at least not when I've been around him.
He's very reserved.
Yeah, and he doesn't command any attention.
No.
In a conversation, you ask him a question, he answers it, and that's it. And then he's like, "Okay, how you doing, Luigi?" Like
Yeah.
he answers what you asked him, and that's it. And he just kind
He's
of
kind of calm and cool, collective,
Yeah.
just chill.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
he's a great guy, but he just
on the road though, like he lets it loose.
Oh, that's
especially
cool.
when
As a friend, we're
Yeah.
all having a good time, having a drink. you
yeah,
know. He lets it out. It's funny.
I bet.
Yeah, how is that like at the tour? You guys are bus touring. I mean, you guys got to have a lot of fun. How does that feel? Like,
Bus,
Well,
right?
you guys flying around or bussing?
Not bussing, but we did have like a big, like the one out there, that big
Yeah,
band you
yeah,
guys have out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We had one of those, like on this Euro tour. We're out in Europe. for, like,
Those was the
Brenner.
Brenner, yeah,
yeah, there you go.
yeah.
It's like what, 9 people or something like that. 10
Mhm.
people. We were in one of those, but that was cool. Really comfortable. We had a TV in there. and
Yeah.
shit. It's badass. Guys are all playing video games.
Do you play video games?
No, I don't play. I was just watching the other guys
Yeah.
from the other band. But it
Nerd
was-
out.
Yeah, 2 bands in one band.
Mhm.
But it was really cool, man. We went all over. It was a Luicidal Local Muerte,
Uh-huh.
and we went all over Czech Republic. We were in Spain, freaking Italy.
What was your favorite place in Europe to play?
Ooh, man. I would say favorite place to play there.
Yeah.
I would say Germany, man. Germany.
Everybody says that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Germany is the shit. Like,
Mhm.
their fans are loyal.
Right. Switzerland was rad.
Mm.
Yeah, I've heard Switzerland like doesn't even look real.
Oh, it's like a fairy tale. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Czech Republic was really cool.
Prague.
Prague. We went all down to Prague and all that. It was amazing, dude. Just all that architecture.
Yeah, that's St. Charles Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
St.
fuck,
Charles
dude.
Bridge, man. Yeah, we did all that, dude. It was really cool, man. I, just blessed to see all that and to
do it on that level too. Like
yeah,
your shows are packed.
they were pretty sold out
Yeah.
pretty much every night.
That's
How big are like some of the crowds? Like the bigger crowds?
They were the sold out shows at least 500,
Okay.
and then if there were like a smaller venue, 300.
Do you ever do like the
200.
big festivals, like 5,000 kind of thing?
We have back in 2015, Luicidal. Louis and I went out there, Euro tour with Shiz Manelli.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
The Shiz Manelli boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a little tour, and we did a couple festivals where there was like 4,000, 5,000.
That's weird to look at that scene and be like, oh shit.
Man, it was really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them was on my birthday. It was really cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Dude, it was, yeah.
In 2015 was the very first time I got to tour Europe, and I was there for my birthday.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
sweet.
we played with
we got a
Total
lot of
Chaos.
similarities, man.
We played with Total Chaos in Leipzig, and
Wow.
after the show, the 2 guys that were in my band, they took me out. They were like, "Hey, we're going to take you to dinner," and I'm like, "All right, cool, all right."
Good story.
And so they took me to a Mexican restaurant, and dude, you walk in, you have 2 Mexican flags. You walk in, and I was like, "Oh, right on." So I start speaking. I start speaking Spanish. And they're like,
Nothing.
the German accent comes out. No, we don't speak
No, it's big
Spanish.
Espanol here.
No, blah, blah, blah.
That night was good too.
That's funny,
No, I
man.
thought that was
Yeah.
a table for 5.
No, that was the very first night.
I had Mexican food in Germany, in Hamburg.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah. It
Was it
wasn't that,
close?
it
it was
wasn't
more
that bad.
Tex-Mex,
I mean,
wasn't it? More
like the-
Tex-Mex.
it was like the best.
Wasn't it more Tex-Mex?
It was.
The black
Like black
beans.
beans and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. He's talking about the very first time I toured Europe was in 1993, and the first night we land in Frankfurt and we drive to Dortmund, where our manager is from.
Right.
And he's okay. This is probably the last night you're gonna eat meat because all of the shows are gonna be vegan. So I'm taking you to a steakhouse. And so I was like, yeah, let me walk in. I'll get this table. And I walk in. I'm all table for five. He's like,
no steak for you.
You cannot do that here. That is not funny. And I was like, hey, man, I'm Mexican.
Nobody even knows what that means over there.
Yeah, they do. Table for five.
Oh no, the Mexican part. You mean South LA?
But what about the mad cow?
Oh my god, why are they so mad?
Dude, on that first tour I did, I took my bass drum cover, and it had back in '93. Remember, every gardener had a cow on the door, stickers.
Yeah.
Those were on my bass drum, and I had 2 cows on it. Every show, why have cows? Because I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
I did not care. Why would you have cows on your bass drum?
The thing you were missing was the extra fucking lights all over.
Had the Tijuana tuck and roll.
Well, I mean, a couple dingle balls. Right? Man, yeah, but you're right though. Like when we did a 2015 tour out there, it was all vegan. Like every place we went, it was like vegan.
All the
it's just dirt. I mean,
all the punks out there are
the meat.
Yeah.
It was cool.
There was one place that I played in. It was in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Tobacco.
100 fried or 1,000 fried was the place, the venue. Did you guys play there?
No, I don't think so. No.
And they cooked us what was vegan fajitas, and it was the closest thing that I'd ever tasted that tasted like meat. And they had tortillas, and they call them wraps or whatever.
Right.
But I had I put a bunch of meat, and they had the onions and.
Was it like a veal kind of?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was vegan. It wasn't veal.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
No, it was.
If it's young enough, it's not real.
But there was also a place in Copenhagen that the promoter after the show goes, "Hey, I want to take you to a burger spot." And I was like, "Oh, I love burgers. All right, finally get to get some more meat myself." And he goes, "This place is like your American In-N-Out and Tommy's put together." And I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And he goes, "I've never been there, but that's what people tell me."
Oh, okay.
So we went there, and it was actually the burger tasted like In-N-Out, but it had chili on it, and their chili was just like Tommy's.
Wow.
So it was like, fuck, man, this is actually really good.
That's good.
You guys probably don't remember Easy Out.
Yeah, hungry around.
Easy out.
There's an Easy Out over on like Ramona and Peck in South of Money.
That's what your prom date said.
No. That's what it was. It was basically like In-N-Out with chili.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking bomb.
Easy out. Huh.
Yeah.
You ever had a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia?
No, I was just in Philadelphia late last year with my band Foreclosure, and I did get one, but it was at the airport because we didn't get a chance. Yeah, no. It was one of those like what do they call it? Like a franchise, like Philly steak place.
Yeah, we had some locals take us to this main spot with the best Philly cheese, in town in Philadelphia, and we're like, let's go. It was a huge line, probably like 2 a.m. There's a fucking line going out the building, and you got to know what you want, like because they'll snap at you, like if you can't be all like, no, they're like,
over the menu,
get back in line, right? Like East Coast, they don't play. But
I don't know why.
Good stuff.
I don't know why this reminded me of a time I was on tour and we were in, I think it was Tennessee. We go to a McDonald's and the guy is taking my order and he keeps rolling his eyes at me, and I'm like, dude, if you fucking roll your eyes one more time at me, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the throat. And the manager comes over and goes, "Sir, he's blind." And I was like, fuck. So would you like to order, sir? I'm gonna go to Taco Bell.
Oh man.
I walked out.
I'm leaving. Sorry.
I was so fucking embarrassed. That's the first time I've ever been like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yes. Well, I mean, you didn't know.
They have Braille in Germany too.
No,
they have Braille in Germany too.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
So Hamilton, did you just insult our employee?
To hell with piss, Arnold.
Right? Hell with piss, Arnold.
Oh man.
Oh man, dude.
So, worst show you've ever played?
The worst show.
Yeah, venue, band,
This one.
you. Like,
Oh man, I would have to say, man, we've been on. We have some Florida, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
what show? The whole state, Florida.
It was like man, no disrespect. I mean, they weren't like really promoted good shows.
Mhm.
So we're playing in front of like 20 people and we're on tour and stuff. And guys with like 100 hats,
Oh, man.
like duck hats,
like seasonal camo.
yeah,
kind
like
of shit,
they're ready to go.
That's how
out,
they, that's how they clap. Wah, 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 wah.
yeah, it's like,
Oh my
oh
god.
man, like, are they here to hunt us down or what the fuck, But no, I mean, they were cool. Obviously they probably into suicidal at one point in their life and liked the music, so it was cool. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that was our worst time, man. I mean, Florida. Yeah.
Florida, the dick of
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
man. But,
Oh man.
other than that, like every state, like New Orleans, we hit New Orleans. Badass.
Oh, yeah.
We had a good time out there.
Did you get to play Baton Rouge at all, or like Shreveport, anything else
Do what?
in Louisiana? Did you get to play any other places?
No, just New Orleans. Yeah, one night there and hit back. We were like on a southern tour out in Florida.
that was not too long ago, huh?
It's a couple years back. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Texas. I think we ended up in Houston.
Did you guys play in Corpus Christi?
No, we hit Houston. Yeah, that was our last show.
Houston,
Well, we played
Houston,
Corpus Christi back in the day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember
Oh,
a guy
yeah,
named
he's-
Arnulfo? He had a Mexican restaurant, Cacho's Tacos.
We've hit a lot of Mexican restaurants in Texas.
Mm. This
Yeah.
guy Arnulfo, he was in a band called Drastic Actions. He's a really
Okay.
good friend of mine.
We might have.
He,
Yeah.
he took us to his family restaurant.
Right.
Fuck, dude, that was the best Mexican food outside of LA that I've ever had. Like, it was authentic, like,
Yeah.
pinto refried beans.
I'm sure we have. Like, Louis a foodie.
Mm.
We all like to, find out, the promoter. Say, oh, the spot over here. So
Yeah, I see Luigi's reels every day. He's just cooking something, or he's at a
Oh, yeah.
restaurant.
He's a good cook.
Yeah,
Really good
yeah.
cook. Yeah.
He was, the other night he was cooking tostadas.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, and this is how you put the beans on the tortilla.
Yeah.
this is running a food podcast.
I know.
The last couple of
Yeah,
ones have
Yeah.
been food related. We've had a couple chefs on.
Yeah, man. No, Louis is a fun dude. I mean, we've been like brothers, since the whole time. Even prior to Luicidal, we're like acquainted.
Yeah.
We kind of knew each other and stuff like
It's
that.
affiliated.
Yeah, we're affiliated. We were on Piranha Records with No Phone.
Mm.
So we kind of had our foot in Venice as far as like, them pushing our music and stuff like that and really digging on what we were doing as far as 6 Sense goes.
Mhm.
So yeah, it just kind of
Did you guys get on the Welcome to Venice 2 comp?
no, we didn't.
Mm.
No. But like, friends of mine do like Fist of Fury and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those guys?
Remember those guys? Paquin,
Yeah.
Mike Paquin, and was Fingers. What's his name, man? Aaron Murray.
Yeah.
Used to write for Dogtown.
Yeah.
Cool dudes,
Were you around like during the early years of like Beowulf, where Paul Yamada was playing bass for him?
I didn't see them
Mm.
live with Paul Yamamata,
Mm.
but I remember that. Friends of mine would show me like videos and stuff. I check these guys out.
I get that's when I first met Joey. He was one of the first people that he introduced me to was Paul Yamada.
Oh, okay.
And dude, the guy was just so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're looking at him, this motherfucker's like, he's a fucking Asian dude that talks
Right.
like a Mexican, like really weird. Like, you Filipino? And he's like, nah, man.
Yeah, it's badass. Yeah, rest in peace, man.
And
Yeah.
Dale was a fucking character too.
Oh, Dale, man.
Dale
Yeah.
Wolf.
Dale Wolf, bro. Yeah. We did a lot of shows with him, I mean, blessed to be there with those remaining years,
Yeah.
just to see that. And it was a great time. Like, I remember we did like a desert tour with Beowulf, Luicidal. And that was a good memory, because it was like, you can kind of see like things kind of, taking a toll, It's like, oh man, but, God bless him, man. He's a great guy. He's a badass musician. I would say he's one of the best musicians in Venice,
Wow.
hands down. His
Right on.
creativity,
A lot of those Venice bands, like they just you know, like, you know, No Mercy, you know, one of those bands that was just like, fuck. I got to see those guys live.
Right.
You know,
Have you ever heard Cool Whip?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, but I need to now.
dude. I mean, amazing. Like if
Wow.
you just check out Cool Whip like later on, and you'll be like, wow, you know, like Dale was just an amazing artist, dude. You know, he has so much to give.
That was the one thing that I love and I respect about the Venice scene was that, you know, everybody did it for the love and passion of punk rock and to have that, like it was almost like their own signature style and sound too, you know. Like,
Definitely, man.
Like every scene that you go through in America, you know, it's kind of borrowed from something. But the Venice scene, I don't know, maybe, you know, I'm biased because, you know, I grew up in it, but it was just like
In Tonga?
part of, you know, that Latino culture of music, you know, and you know, being, you know, in my early 20s when I got to start hanging out with those guys, you know, it was just like, fuck, man, like, and to be accepted by them, you know, like right away, it was like, you know, Joey had a lot to do with that. You know, he grew up with those guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tight knit community, and I mean, Venice isn't that big of a place.
No.
Like everybody kind of knows everybody.
And then you know, the parties that we went to, you know, like, you know, we 3 different parties in a night, and you got to meet 3 different, you know, 3 to 6 different bands that night. You know, because they would all, you know, kind of hang out. Like, you know, like these 2 bands were really close, like brother bands. You know, and those 2 bands hung out. But when they all played shows together, like, you know, going to the Balboa Theater to go see, you know, Cryptic Slaughter, No Mercy, fucking Beowulf, and
man,
you know, just, you know, those were the fucking.
We did that grindcore, the first grindcore with Cryptic Slaughter, Excel,
Excel.
Dude, Excel's so badass.
Dude, I was in high school, and there was a TV show called TV 101, and I think one of the guys from Fishbone was one of the actors in it. And Matt LeBlanc from Friends, he was in that TV show.
Oh wow!
And there was an episode where there was a kid doing graffiti, and they were trying to figure out who this kid was who's doing all this graffiti.
Chaka.
And the guy that was the actual artist was the guitar player for Excel. And I was watching him. He's, you know, spray painting on a wall, you know, because it's for a TV show.
Right.
And I walked over. I go, dude, he looks so fucking familiar.
The Adam.
Adam. I don't remember his name.
Man, I can't remember.
Adam Graffiti.
But I walked up and I was just like, dude, are you in a band? He goes, yeah, I play guitar for Excel. And I go, dude, I just saw you guys, you know, over the weekend, you know, and so that's how I became friends with him. And what was their singer for Excel? Dan. Fucking that guy, dude. Dude, those first couple albums.
Badass, dude, right?
Again, that sound, you know.
Like so, what was your introduction? Like the first kind of like that moment where you're like, what is that sound? Like with punk rock. I mean, obviously you were getting kind of a metal thing, you're jamming with these guys. What was like that one moment where you're like, what the fuck is that? I need it.
I mean, like the early stuff, like Dead Kennedys, you know, Black Flag, you know, Minor Threat, you know, stuff like that, dude. You know, that was just that, you know, yeah, man. That raw, just good energy, right?
I love that story about Minor Threat and Bad Brains. Minor Threat's like, these instruments don't work really well. And Bad Brains like, well, let me see. Like, that works fine. Go ahead. They just didn't learn how to play it.
But yeah, that was, I gotta say, man, you know, I was probably like in high school playing pool with some friends, and like they were listening to like all different types of music, Van Halen, all this other stuff. And then they threw on some Dead Kennedys, and I was just like,
you're like, boom.
You know, like, whoa, you know, just kind of tripped me out, you know. And then eventually Suey, you know, I was like, my brother came home with the first Suey LP, and that was a game changer, right? Like, oh man, like you said, like Mexican, Chicano, you know, and then seeing what, you know, they were dressing and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, dude, what the heck, you know? So I kind of fit right in.
It made you feel like you're already part of that.
Kind of part of it, yeah.
That's being, you know, a teenager listening to that. It's just like, fuck, man, like, now I have a home, you know. And
I think Louis, you know, Rick Clayton, and Jay Adams, I think they had a lot to do with that look, you know, because, you know, Mike wasn't really with the bandana and the Pendleton and everything in the beginning. He was just more of a gutter punk, you know. And so when Louis came in, you know, and Jay and all those guys, Rick. I think they kind of brought that little Chicano look,
the pat,
you
the
know,
nice
with
Pendletons,
Pendletons and
The
derbies,
Dickies.
the Dickies,
the
you know,
Dickies,
and,
everything that your older brother that was 2 sizes bigger than you would wear.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
you know, which is cool. You know, I mean, it's no big deal.
No.
You know, it's just like we all kind of evolve into a look, a certain style. You know, but that's the history I know as far as that evolving into suicidal tendencies.
Mhm.
Is it came from like Jay and Rick Clayton, Louis.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, those are the stories of when I met those guys. That, you know, hearing it, it's just like, fuck, man. That suicidal Venice scene had its own
Yeah.
look, its own sound, its own attitude. You know,
Oh, big
and
time.
it still hasn't changed. You know,
No.
No.
and most of those bands are still fucking together,
Right.
which is amazing. You know?
Right. Like we're playing a show August 15th. We're doing with no reaction.
Suicidal?
Six
Oh,
Sense.
Sixth Sense, okay.
Six Sense, no reaction, and Psychotic Youth.
Axis.
Axis, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I love Axis. And No Reaction, isn't that Wolfgang? He plays guitar for them now.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Canadian friend of mine.
Canadian dude. Yeah.
Imagine.
Not the Van Halen.
No.
Long hair dude. Yeah, he's cool, man.
Speaking of my son,
No.
That's your son?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he came right out of his dick.
Yeah.
he sings for a band called Couch Surf.
What is it?
Couch Surf.
Couch surf.
Yeah.
I think he said cock surf.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Oh
you.
my god.
On the suicidal, right? So I grew up in Norwalk.
Oh, I'm not doing
Ah, Norwalkian.
And
Thank
the
you.
whole-
The one
the
ways.
whole- It was, I mean, because that's, I mean, over now, but the whole look, the whole style, the whole, to me, the music fits, and I understand what you're saying about Mike,
Right.
but it's a mindset for the community and I guess what you live in.
Absolutely. It's like a product of your environment.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because, if you grew up in Beverly Hills, you know, whatever. So it fit that life you lived in.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
The psychotic, the gunshots, the
Yeah.
The knife fights,
Uh-huh.
the gang, you know, getting jumped in, the gang fights and all that. Yeah, man.
I mean, because that's what I lived in Rome. That's I lived. So, you know, wearing Dickies, the socks. I mean,
Well, it's the same almost as like traditional skins.
and it's something you never grow out of.
No.
The age right now, I'm still gonna our generation, it's still something that we are and we will always be.
That's cool, man.
And it's just it's something we're blessed with
Absolutely.
because there's never gonna be anybody like our generation with the music we've had
Yeah.
and the time frame we've had and the blessings of the music and the differences, the different
Words.
style of
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And
I think-
it will always be with us.
I think we all, with the skaters and the punkers
Yes.
and the cholos, I think we all
Totally.
kind of shared styles, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, growing up, a lot of the cholos, you know, I grew up with, you know, they would wear Vans,
Right.
you know, and it was like,
Winos.
you know, but, you know, they weren't skaters, you know, obviously, you know, a couple of homies were, you know, cholo skaters, but majority of them, you know, they weren't skaters, but they loved the Van shoes, you know, they love that stuff, man. And then skaters, you know, down the road started wearing the
Baggy
Dickies,
pants.
right? And they started wearing the long, you know, Pendleton
Right.
kind of look, or the flannel, whatever. You know, some of them rock bandanas and stuff. You know, it's like it's we all kind of share that look because it's Southern California, man.
I remember the first time I saw Suicidal, and Mike put his foot up on the monitor and he's singing, and I saw his shoes and I'm like, what the fuck are those, man?
The
I want
winos?
and then like a few days later, I was at Kmart.
Oh yeah.
I saw them,
Yeah.
but they didn't have the laces. They were the ones you wear in
The
jail.
elastic ones?
Slip-on
Oh,
ones,
Flip
yeah.
on
oh
one.
my
And I
god.
was like, fuck, dude, those are them. You know, like I think those are them.
Yeah.
And
I wore those.
And then going to
It's a hairy
shows,
feet, man.
going
Oh,
to
yeah.
shows,
Dude,
and then
hurt your
hanging
back.
out.
Oh yeah.
Hanging out with the Suicidals, and I was like, oh, dude, that guy's got him. And going up to them, hey, man, what are the fucking winos, man? This
Yeah.
is where you get them. And like, fuck, all right, that's where I'm gonna go. and had my first fucking pair of winos and fucking.
Yeah.
I don't rock shorts very often, but when I do, they're dicky shorts, and I rolled in, and my friend Eric's like, "Hey, look at a little cholo." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I grew up in East LA. Like, I grew up south of the tracks, east of the river.
Man.
Like, what do you mean?" They're like, "Yeah,
This is the
I guess.
uniform.
Like,
This is
that's
the
the way it
uniform.
looks."
Yeah.
But see, the fakes, they can't pull it off. The ones who know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Which is natural.
You can see this bullshit.
You can see
You
it.
can tell the real ones.
Right.
The ones where you've been, where you grew up with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, like all of us did. You can't fucking fake it.
No.
So, and it's a real thing, and it'll always be with me. I'll always fucking.
That's
have
cool,
it,
man.
you know?
Yeah. That's right, man.
All right, so we're winding down. You got a show on the 15th with 6 Cents.
Yes.
What's going on with after that?
15th, and then we got
Plug it.
the
Got your book?
22nd. Can you hand me that right there, bro?
Man, write shit down like a genius.
Yeah.
I do too.
Are you guys still doing rig rundown? Because I want to know the rig rundown.
Oh yeah, your guitar rig. What do you play?
Oh, on my guitar,
Yeah.
I run Eddie Van Halen 5150.
Nice.
Yeah,
I don't know what
through a Fender cab. Yeah, yeah, it just gives a pretty cool sound. You know, just yeah.
And what's your guitar? Stolen.
My guitar,
Pawn shop special.
right? No, I've been digging the LTD, the ESP.
Nice.
Yeah, that's been my
Metal
Cheap.
guitar, huh?
yeah. It just got that chunk, you know. Just
And again, really tight fucking strings.
those tight, you get those tight riffs and stuff.
flat
Yeah,
head, little flat radius.
yeah, yeah. I've been digging on those. I mean, I used to jump around Ibanez, Jackson.
Oh,
You know,
Totally fits the suicidal.
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah,
Never Les Paul, huh?
never Les Paul.
No.
No. I'm sticking to the LTD. I mean, it just feels good.
If you want to fuck with somebody, go out with the next suicidal, so go out with a Fender Telecaster.
no. Don't do it.
The-
All right, we're doing plugs.
Some people right
yeah. Yeah, that would trip people out. Yeah.
We're gonna blast some plugs now.
Okay, man. So yeah, we got August 15th with No Reaction and Psychotic Youth at the Eagles Lounge. It's like in the Venice area,
Mm-hmm.
LA area. It's at the pretty cool. August 22nd with D-Cry and Narcoleptic Youth.
Yeah.
It's in Costa Mesa at Bone Daddies.
Mm.
It's gonna be a killer show. August 28th, we're with El Nada and a band called CPF from Vegas. We're at the Punk Rock Museum, man.
Nice.
We're gonna do.
Have you played there for yet?
We haven't, man.
Huh?
Well, Luicidal has,
Yeah.
but 6 Cents hasn't.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it's our first time there, and they're gonna do the whole NoFX movie screen.
Oh, cool.
So then after the show, then we're all gonna go downstairs and play some punk rock and have a good
Fuck
time.
yeah.
You know, Vegas, man. And then the next night we're a band called Los Carajos,
Mm-hmm.
and they play like cumbia kind of.
That's
punk
fucking
style.
badass.
It's gonna be really cool, man. At the Voodoo Brewing.
Oh, right on.
It's kind of right down the street from Punk Rock Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got 6 Cents shows for August, and then for July with Luicidal, we have in Menifee. We're playing Menifee.
That my family's all from there. on my dad's side.
Yeah,
That's fucking bunch of trailer trash Mexicans.
yeah, it's crazy out there. It's like the hills have eyes, you know. But it's,
Oh my
kinda-
God, do they?
man, you gotta watch your back, you know.
I got a couple cousins. They're female. Hills have thighs.
Oh my God.
Oh man, henna. It's called henna.
That's where you're from, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
No, fuck
And
you.
then July 25th, we're in Torrance at that. It's like some backyard deal. I forget the name of it, man. But July
sounds like fun.
25th, it'd be pretty cool. And then September 25th, we're in Fox Theater,
Nice.
Pomona.
Come on, yeah.
Luicidal, and then the observatories.
Nice.
The observatory is pretty fucking cool.
The what?
The observatory.
Oh yeah, man.
It's pretty fucking cool. It's a bit of a hike from here, but like Old Town Santa Ana's right there. So if you go down there, get a hotel. Like, it's not bad. It's a cool place to stay for the day.
I've been there many times. I went to Gabby's memorial show
Oh, okay.
that night. That was fucking. I got so hammered and
I missed that one.
and
unfortunately.
I ran into Noodles from Offspring
Oh,
and we
cool.
hung out at the bar and I've known him for 30 years. So I was like, hey, Noodles. And
Wow.
we were sitting down and he's like, can I buy you a drink? And I go, dude, you can spend all that Offspring money on me tonight.
Bring me hot sauce.
So we got hammered, and then when they did that tribute to Gabby on stage, man, I was standing next to him, and we just kept looking at each other, and fuck, man. Fucking finally had to let it out that night.
Man, I know.
It's just, missing him. Another great
Good
show
time.
that I saw there was English Dogs when they did that reunion tour.
Okay.
And the night before they played at the Key Club, and a friend of mine from high school lives in Vegas. He's a photographer out there.
Right.
He was doing their videography for that tour, for the reunion tour.
Okay.
So he invited me to go to the Key Club, and I'm backstage, and I'm talking to my friend Brian. He goes, "Hey man, I've always wanted to do this. Hold on." So he goes and gets one of the guys, and he comes over. He goes, "Okay, been waiting my whole life to do this. Gizz. Fuck." And Gizz Butt, the guitar player, he was in English Dogs and Prodigy.
Okay.
Oh man.
He's looking at me, he goes, "Hey, you're that motherfucking American Gizz," He asked me, he goes, "Where did you get your name from? How did you get your name, Gizz?" And I told him, and he's like, "It's a much better story than mine, mate." And I go, "How'd you get yours?" He's like, "My name's Graham." And they called me Gizz. I was like, "Oh wow."
Now, wasn't there 2 English Dogs? Like there was just one.
Well, it's the same band, but they had 2 different singers.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Right?
the first album, Mad Punks and English Dogs, had one guy. I want to say Walrus,
Okay.
and then Addy came in on the second album, and he did the rest.
Gotcha.
But Addy, that first album was great,
Right.
but it was a punk album. But after that, when Gizz joined the band too, because Gizz wasn't on the first
Yeah,
album
they get a
either.
little more metal.
Okay, gotcha.
Pinch,
Yeah, right.
Pinch,
Yeah,
the
metal.
drummer, he was in the Damned, and he was in Punk Rock Karaoke. He's done a bunch of stints, but when he fucking got to join fucking Damned, like, fuck,
Oh,
dude,
man. I got lucky and saw them about a year ago. Yeah. At that, what was it?
was
No
that all
Values.
the
No
all the
Values.
original members? on that one?
I'm not sure.
Uh,
Yeah. But it was cool, hearing those classics. And stuff.
the No Valley Star, my band was playing in San Diego, so we met up in Pomona, and it was just everybody was parking in this one place and taking a shuttle to that fucking venue,
Dude.
and it was just a madhouse.
Why you doing black and white with bars on it?
I
That was
remember
crazy,
the we met there to take somebody's car so we could carpool down there, and I was like, "Why did you choose this bar?" Dude, it's always empty. I go, "No Value Store. You didn't read that in the fucking paper? You didn't see it on the goddamn fucking billboards? Jesus Christ."
So any studio news coming up? You guys recording, thinking about it?
Yeah, we're writing stuff. Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
both bands have been, pretty much been aiming towards writing new stuff, Six Sense is, in the rehearsal studio all the time. And yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I can't wait, man.
Dude, I can't either. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I think we're gonna do this one on our own. We have the tools and everything, so we're just gonna take our time, just do it our way,
Yeah.
right? And not be on somebody else's time
Yeah.
constraint, right?
That's what I love about when somebody in your band has their own studio or connections to a studio.
Yes.
And what I love about doing my records is I go when we do the lead vocals, I do all the initial lead vocals in the studio, and then I do all my backing vocals and harmonies in my studio.
In the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
pretty
killer-
much whatever.
killer style,
Hey,
man.
when inspiration hits,
I know.
Different acoustics,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
Joey had a poop
Yeah.
guitar.
I need a poop solo.
do it in the bathroom.
I think we all are.
Right.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
No, that's pop. Gizz.
Hey, whatever works.
I don't know.
Well, thank you for coming in, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Love you,
brother.
man.
Thank you so
Got
much.
royalty, everybody.
Thank you for all the years of inspiration
Oh, dude.
and being the person that you are, and fucking the respect that you give to your fans.
Keeping
and-
it alive,
and-
really. I
yeah,
mean, that's fucking awesome.
and not having that fucking ego that so many of
Oh,
us
yeah.
singers sometimes get. Yeah.
People say, "Oh, yeah, dude, you're a rock star." I'm not. Dude, I'm a punk rocker, bro.
There you go. That's
I'm
that's
no freaking rock star.
You seen any rings on these motherfucking fingers?
yeah,
Seen any
but they're cheap.
chains?
Right. So yeah.
I think I'm gonna
Punk
be Mr.
rocker.
G for Halloween.
So, well, say hi to the boys for us. And,
Yeah, say hi, Luigi.
will.
Tell him I brush my teeth.
he doesn't.
Hate to be mean, but you need some Listerine.
Yeah.
Not a sip, not a swallow, but the whole damn bottle.
Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, that's gotta be a fucking drop
Oh my
for
God.
next season. Oh fuck. We're gonna do something different tonight.
We're just gonna fuck off.
We're gonna say goodbye, but there's little couple pictures there.
We
Put
have
up,
those
but
maybe.
thank you guys. Next week we got Brian Shue coming in. Well, we're doing it remote from North Carolina. He's a friend of mine that plays in a band. Well, he's an ex-member of a band called Skewer Rats. He's a promoter for AVL Punk Fest that's coming up, and he does Get Off My Lawn Productions. He's an older dude,
Oh,
so
cool, man.
but he'll be talking about his shit next week. So join us next week. And once again, I just want to say rest in peace, Precious Jennifer Finch.
Yes.
I know I love you and I miss you, and thank you for all the music that you've given us and the time that you've spent with us, and just rest in paradise, and
Absolutely.
rest in peace, and
rest in peace, Jennifer.
say hi to my dad.
Yeah.